Hello, today we're going to be working on the excerpts at the bottom of the page for Region 910 Violin 2021. My name is Miss Rex. I'm the orchestra director over at Riverside Middle School, if you don't know me, and I'm also the violin professor up at North Greenville University. So, first thing you're going to do is we're going to be playing the two excerpts. I'm going to play them up to tempo. So I've got my trusty tonal energy tuner metronome combo here app. If you don't have a good app, I highly recommend Tonal Energy Tuner. Yes, it costs money, but it's worth it. Okay. No, I'm not sponsored by them, but wouldn't it be cool if I was? Okay. If they would like to, hey, why not? All right. So here's the Swamp Thing. It's a good little clip. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Helpful if I wasn't rush, but that's okay. All right. So cheesy jokes I tell my middle schoolers. I need to not be Russian. I need to be American. Okay. Some of you who've had me are now shaking your head going, okay. All right. Here's The Bold Venture by M.L. Daniels. So you have to start in 4th position. Okay. So that one's a nice one. It gives you a chance to get some good vibrato in there and a big, beautiful tone, okay? All right, so we're going to go back. I'm going to start with a Swamp Thing, and I highly recommend that you practice these 16th notes in groups of 4 with the space in between. So you can practice rest, 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 right? So even though in that first bar, there's an F sharp there, you still have to play F natural through the whole bar because that's what's marked. And the great thing is it just moves on into D minor. So same as F major, it's the relative major of F minor. And you can get those, keep those F naturals, okay? So let's practice it. The whole 16th note passage, we're going to practice it with rests for every 4 notes. But we're going to also practice under tempo, not at 1/12, okay? 1, 2, ready, and rest, rest. Rest, 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 and rest, rest. Okay, so that's a fantastic way to practice those 16th notes. Now when you get very comfortable at doing it that way, even at that slow tempo, then I would go back at that same tempo and practice with 2 groups of 16ths. So 8 notes, rest, 8 notes. 1, 2, let's try it, go. Rest, 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 etc. Does that make sense? Okay. So, and then you could also move the metronome along as you do that, and that will really help you. It's just the best way to practice so that you don't have any finger fumbles. Some of us might have trouble with the part in measure 41 where it goes, where it has an odd number of notes there. That might trip you up, especially with the bow. Beware. You need to practice with the same amount of the bow in a slow tempo that you practice with in a fast tempo. So don't practice in a slow tempo because you're never going to be able to play it fast. Here's what will happen if you... That's just horrible, okay? So small bow so that when you go fast... Okay? Some people even recommend practicing 16th notes that are supposed to be fast, staccato. I'm not real big on that, but you might try it if it's something that will help you, okay? Now, when you get over to measure 45, notice at the top of this excerpt it says play top notes when divided, okay? So you're going to play all these top notes. So that's high D in third position. So 4, 4, 3, 4. Lift, 4, natural, 1, 4, 3, and then go back to first position. B flat. Whoops, sorry. Okay, and F natural. Make sure you end on F natural, not F sharp, okay? So that one's pretty straightforward. The hardest thing is going to be for you to take your time and really work on those 16th notes so you don't have any finger flubs, or you don't what I did the first time when I played through it, which is rush a lot. Don't do that, okay? So that one you just really need to practice, and it only goes up to third position, which should be okay. All right, now the Bold Venture by Daniels. You have to start in fourth position. So take your time and, practice going. You can do that in the audition. You can totally pizzicato. Nobody's going to care. So you pluck. You can do it really soft. You don't need to do it really loud. Now, in fourth position, you're going to have this finger pattern, okay? So B, C natural, D, and E, okay? So 1 and 2 are going to touch. And then first position, D sharp. Okay, so let's also watch the counting in that bar and the first 2 bars. 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and. Okay, now next bar, it says go to fourth position. These are great fingerings, okay? So you're going to go 1, now 4, low 3, low 2. Save your bow. That is so hard at a slow tempo, okay? So while you're practicing this, you might practice without rhythm, in all honesty, just for the fingerings. And I know that's really terrible rhythm, but you're just working on the fingerings, because then later you've got to come back and practice what's in the right hand. Hold, vibrato. 1, 2, 3, fast. That up bow has to be very light and very fast. Don't go. Oh, no, okay. 1, 2, light and fast. D sharp. Last note's an E. It's not on there, but it's an E. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. I really don't think you should have much trouble with that last one if you can get the half steps and whole steps in fourth position correct. So again, 1 and 2 touch. Going into measure 26, you're probably going to need to practice going from C natural to that E. Just check it with open E string. Make sure it's in tune. So, or okay, and then you've got set. Make sure you don't go, that's terrible. Set. So 1, set. Really fast. Set. Okay? All right, and lots of vibrato on those long notes. Anything over a quarter note needs to have lots of vibrato. Okay? All right, hope this was helpful, and good luck.